So I realized after making the first video that I skipped the middle shelf. So let's go check it out. So on the middle shelf, the first unit is an Athearn Ready to Roll SD60. So this model, they forgot to put the stripe on the bottom side sill because all of the quality units had the stripe on the side sill. So I will have to go back and do that eventually. I'm pretty sure that all the locomotives on this shelf have decoders. So that's that one. And then if I remember at the end, I'll tell you how to tell the difference between an SD50 and an SD60. I also noticed that I skipped another shelf, so we'll cover that one as well. Okay, next is an SD38. This is also an Athearn Ready to Roll. And next to that is one of the early release SD40s. Now, interesting about the differences between the SD40 and the SD38s, besides the obvious of having 2 fans versus 3, is the trucks are actually different on both the units. If you look carefully, you'll notice that the trucks are different. And the fact that the SD38s do not have dynamic brakes. Penn Central ordered these basically to be used in the yards, so they figured they didn't need dynamic brakes there. So back to the SD40. One of the problems with these early releases is notice the dynamic brake side grills are a little bit crude. They later corrected that with later releases, which is good. So moving on down, another SD38. Athearn Ready to Roll. And another SD40. Athearn Ready to Roll. And finally, last is an SD40-2. Again, Athearn Ready to Roll. And another Atlas New Haven style caboose. Now I just realized that I missed another shelf on here, and that's this one. So when I did it the first time, I don't know what happened, but I missed 2 shelves. So this is another Athearn Ready to Roll SD60. Now all of the locomotives on this shelf are decodered. So let's have a close look at the comparison between an SD50 and an SD60 from the car body. So this is an SD50. So basically, externally, the only way you can tell the difference between an SD50 and an SD60 is by the doors back here where it says Conrail. So you'll notice that there are no doors starting at the N in Conrail. On the SD60, you'll notice that there is a door where the N is. That is basically the only difference, along with the exhaust silencer on top is slightly different. So if you see it from a top view, that's basically the only way to identify the two. So there they are. Another Athearn Ready to Roll SD60. That one I renumbered. So that's not an original. And another SD50 ready to roll, Athearn, and a wide cab GE-8, 4,000 horsepower. And another SD40-2 Athearn ready to roll. This one I renumbered. This is actually the class unit. 6358 is the class unit. So in my renumbering, I did a class unit and the last unit, which is 6524, I think is the number. So sorry that I missed 2 of the shells. I got too excited here. And one other thing I wanted to mention is these SD45-2s were ex-Erie Lackawanna, so they were the ones that ordered them the way they did. So I think that now finally concludes what is on my wall of blue, and sorry that I missed 2 shells in my initial video. Like I say, I got so excited about it that I got on the wrong shelf. Anyway, thank you for looking.